Good morning, everybody. My name's Joel, and welcome to A Stable Life. Today's going to be a busy day today, guys, and let me show you why. Our hay mow is almost empty, which means that we need to get all the hay from our old barn, where we have it stored, and bring it over here, so that way we have hay for the horses. Today, we're thinking we're probably going to be getting a little over 200 bales. In order to do that, I actually got some help from some friends of mine.
How's it going? I'm Darrell.
It's me. Hi.
So today's video is going to be primarily focused on hay. We're going to be talking a lot about it, how we get it, how we put it in here, and why it's important that we have it.
It's time for me to get fed. For those who don't know, my name is Gavin.
So Gavin and Darrell are friends of mine. Gavin's actually my cousin? Step cousin? Is that a thing? What? Yeah. Okay. So Gavin's my step cousin, so to speak. He'd be my uncle's stepson. So yeah, him and I have gotten rather close over the time. So he comes down and helps feeding horses. He actually feeds horses on Thursday. That's pretty awesome. So he's down here to help with hay. And then Darrell is a friend of both of ours, and he's offered to volunteer to help us do hay. Hey Darrell, how's it going in here?
Yeah, it's going good.
Our hay mow is actually a hay storage area that fits between 800 to 900 bales of hay, specifically small square bales. Currently don't have any room for round bales or large square bales. This stable was built before those bales were very popular in our area, specifically the round bales. Large square bales didn't even exist when this stable was built. That takes us to our small square bales. Now, our small square bales are basically bales that are made from us on the Veggie Boys. A small square bale weighs anywhere from 30 to 50 pounds, depending on how dense it is. Specifically, our small square bales are about 35 pounds and are designed for people to be able to pick them up and carry them, so that way they could take them over, cut them open, and then take the slices and give it to the horses in the horse stable. The advantage of a small square bale is the fact that you can actually measure exactly how much hay you're giving your horse. Not to mention, you could store them relatively easily to make sure that they stay good quality, because moisture is the enemy of hay. If you actually get hay and moisture inside your hay, the hay can begin to rot and ferment, and it'll actually start to begin to create heat. And in some places, it's even been known to combust, creating barn fires. And let me tell you, we really don't want that happening, that's for sure. Whew! Let me tell you, it is cold today. My fingers are getting numb. Wow. So we use those small square bales. We'll put them on the four-wheeler, as you've seen, and we take them out into the pasture. When I woke up this morning, it was actually 27 degrees. It's gotten very cold here. We actually have some really neat ways to prevent our water lines and our water bowls from freezing. Let me show you one. This is one of our water bowls. It's an automatic water bowl. It actually works very similar to a toilet. There is a water level with a plunger inside with a float. As the water lowers, the float goes down, which turns on the water line. Now that water line is wrapped with a heat tape that goes down into the ground, which is controlled via a switch that is inside the horse stable. These actual bowls here are heated so that this does not get ice on it, which allows our horses to be able to get a drink even when it's negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually as low as we've been around here so far with this water bowl. And it was pretty neat. When I showed up, there was actually steam. It almost looked like it was boiling water coming out from how cold it was. Obviously it wasn't boiling water, but from how cold the air was, it looked like that, which was pretty neat to see. You may notice that a lot of our horses actually aren't blanketed, and that's because they're completely fine. Now, when we let them in, we make sure that every single horse is comfortable. If we see that they're shivering, we immediately put a blanket on them, we'll give them some extra hay, and we'll keep them in the barn for just a little bit. That way they can warm up before we turn them back out. But otherwise, if they're comfortable, we don't want to make them overly hot, because there's nothing worse than being so dressed up and then going outside that you're sweating, even though you should actually be comfortable because it's so cold outside.
All right, let's let some horses in.
Let's do it.
Oh, you guys look so much cleaner now. Looking good. So this video is primarily going to be focused on you guys being with us when we go and get hay from the red barn and bringing it into the horse stable. If you guys like videos like that, where I take it and focus more so on the chore that I'm handling, and then other videos I focus more so on the feeding, that's the plan. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Good morning, Suede. Danny! Yeah! Hey, Argento. Coming in early, I like it. Hey, Spitfire. Hey, Duke. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Declan. Good morning, Archer. Good morning, Skywalker. Yo, Obi. Gavin. Hey, Weather. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, sucker.
All right, let's close some doors. Gavin and Darrell are actually going to go take hay out for me. I'm going to do a visual inspection on all of the horses and make sure none of them are shivering, and then I'm going to take care of the donkeys. You guys are going to be going with Gavin and Darrell as they go and take hay out. So with that, I'm going to turn things over to Gavin.
All right. So what we're doing right now is taking the hay out to the red bin feeders. We normally put one bale in the middle pasture and then one bale out in the big pasture. Because there's only one each, about a quarter of the bale goes in each feeder, so each horse can eat enough.
Now I know what it is. Thank you, Joel.
In the morning, like I said, we do 2 bales, and in the afternoon we do about 5, 2 in the middle and 3 in the big.
Going to murder it.
What's nicer about using the square bales out here is that there's no waste.
All right, so they're back from taking hay out. I checked all the horses. All of them were good. None of them were shivering, which is actually really awesome to see, especially being that the temperature is 34 degrees. They're all handling it completely fine. They're all warm, which is really good. So no issues there, which we're really happy to see. All right, so that's gonna be it for feeding. Next up, we're gonna get the tractor set up and ready. We're gonna take that over to where we store all of our equipment. We're gonna hook up to the hay wagon and the hay elevator. We're gonna drop the hay elevator off here at the horse stable. And then we're gonna take the hay wagon down to the red barn, and we're gonna grab a couple hundred bales from there and load up the red wagon. Okay, so yeah, turns out my new camera, not doing so hot right now. It actually just broke. Andrew from the Veggie Boys actually was super kind enough to let me borrow his camera for the rest of this video until we get things ironed out with that other camera. We'll have to make sure we definitely thank him for doing that, that's for sure. For now, we're gonna continue on. We need to get everything hooked up, so we're gonna grab my tractor, my little tractor, and we're gonna take it over to where we store all the equipment, and we're gonna hook up to the hay wagon and the hay elevator.
All right, we're all in. We're set. How's that?
Just like that. Good. Between Gavin, Darrell, and I, we got the hay elevator set up. Leia, looking like a princess over in the hay wagon. We're gonna head down the road and we're gonna grab a wagon load of hay and bring it back. And in case you're wondering about safety, don't worry. The tractor's more than capable of moving this a short distance. We don't go very long. It's literally 200 feet up the road, 200 feet down the road. So don't worry. Safety's our #1 priority here at the Stable Life. Right, guys?
Definitely.
Guys, I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. Here we go. Darrell and Leia are in the wagon and Gavin's following on the four-wheeler. So I just wanted to show you guys something that's really cool, and this is for everybody who lives in a warm environment. If you live in a cold environment, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. So, if you see the grass, it's green, right? We had a really big frost. You can actually see right in line with the sun where the frost is staying and where it's melted. Isn't that cool? There you go. A little random daily fact for you. Darrell, you gotta let me in.
I'm sorry. John.
Here, I got you. There you go. You mind giving me a hand? Nicely done. You'll remember this. This is our hay mow. It's actually half full of straw and half full of hay. Now, all through the winter, I get hay out of this barn, and thanks to my friends like Darrell here, he volunteers to come over and help me get some work. We usually will get 100 bales a week. The past 2 weeks I haven't been able to get any hay, so we're getting 200 bales to supplement the fact that I wasn't able to get hay for the past 2 weeks. Moving on into winter, that number may go up depending on how many bales we feed per day. Hey Darrell, I got a quick question for you. How did you get roped into helping me do hay?
Joel and I are friends. We're pretty tight, so I decided, you know what? How about I help him out? Why not?
You ready, Leia? Yeah. The way we're thinking of doing this is we're gonna have Leia supervise. I'm gonna go up top, all the way up top, and throw the hay down to Darrell. Darrell's gonna throw the hay down into the wagon, and Gavin's gonna be our stacker.
Yeah. Thank goodness I know how to climb. And I'm not.
Got it. Watch out.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Dang.
Woo, woo, woo. It's been 20 minutes.
I was about to say, if it gets stuck.
So we have 200 bales on the wagon. We've got it fully loaded. Gavin, you alive?
Yes.
So we're gonna get this back to the horse stable, and then we have to unload the entire wagon and restack it in the horse stable.
Don't forget about me.
Woo. Gavin, when we started, do you remember being that close to the roof?
No.
I don't either. It's always satisfying when you take a look back and see how full the wagon is. What happened here?
We stacked hay and it went a little too far out, so now we can't close the door with the latch.
How are we gonna fix that?
We already did with the brand new baler twine.
All right, guys, so we have the hay here. We've got the conveyor all set up. Darrell's gonna be on the conveyor loading. Gavin and I are gonna be down in the pit stacking. Let's get this going. All right, so we got all 200 bales set up and put away in the haymow for now. That should be good for about 2 to 3 weeks.
A long time.
So next up, what we got to do is put the hay elevator away, put the hay wagon away, and then we're going to feed horses for the afternoon. Going around. There you go. Woo! Someone's got some chutzpah today. Rocky! Rocky! What are you... What? 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 Rocky, come on. I know. Guys, he's excited. Buster!
He's coming.
Come on, Buster! Alright, come on. It's just that simple, guys. Alright guys, we're just going to feed horses, but this is where we're going to be ending the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to give a comment down below.
And subscribe.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see yous. Until next time.
Bye for now.